What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tony, and I know it's been just a little bit since I really put out some videos. Just been super busy, and just, life gets in the way, but it is what it is. But anyway, we are back to starting making more videos. I know next week we are going camping, so we're just kind of getting the truck ready. Yesterday I did put it back on my 270 awning, and today we are just going to be installing the Midland, just kind of an easier adapter for the Midland radio, and this is just the ghost antenna, which would make it a little bit better, so I can kind of get another wire out of the inside. So I will put all the links in the description down below. You can't get these off Amazon. You can order it right through Midland. You got your one hood adapter, you got your ghost radio itself, and then you got this little internet access connection port that everybody kind of uses, just basically extending it out into the bay. Really debating on if I want to. I know a lot of people actually kind of cut out a little square by like where your feet go. I'm debating if I want to do that or not, but I think I may. So let's go ahead and install this. Nice, simple, easy video, just kind of getting back in the ropes of filming. So let's install the Midland Ghost radio. So you see here, this one goes to the actual mic itself, and this one that kind of gets wrapped up in here is actually for the antenna that's in the inside, and I want to completely get rid of this. I know some people kind of drill a hole right about here, so I think I'm going to put mine kind of a little bit more back here, because I can feel that there's literally nothing, and you don't have to take this whole thing apart. You can probably pop this off, but I think farther back I can go and just kind of get it more around here. I think that'll be better for me. Or I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could probably even just drill it right here. I'll just kind of open this up. So where I actually have my Midland 270 radio, excuse my little mess, pop this down, push that in, and then all the stuff may fly out. So after you drop your little cubby, I actually have it kind of mounted right here with some double-sided kind of sticky tape, or it's, I think, one side is Velcro, the other side is sticky tape, so it can easily pop in and off. So what we ended up doing is popping this thing out, installing this, which easy to run. You just kind of run it behind this little black air duct, and then we can just feed it right to here, and then that wire will be taken out, and then we'll disconnect this wire, just one less wire dangling inside of the cab itself. So like I said, we're gonna pop this. Gonna pop that. Run this wire. Well, actually, what I'll probably end up doing a little bit better. So like I said, we are just going to run it behind this little black air duct. I'm pulling this up. What I may end up just doing, just for the convenience and not having to, for some reason, if I ever sell this, I don't have to really deal with it. I think if we just kind of zip tie it like right about here or so, because it is technically underneath this little carpet or panel. There you go. I actually kind of, for the convenience sake of it, I may just leave that like right there, just because I don't have to drill into anything or even cut into here. Yes, it does, in my personal opinion, look a lot nicer when you kind of make a nice little square, push that in. But if I ever sell this and I want to take this with, just so I don't have to rebuy it again, I think that just is easy right there. So, and like I said, the cable's already out through, and now we just have to run the actual cable itself. So let's pop the hood. I really need to make some time to actually rewire do some wire management, because it kind of sucks, because I just threw it all in and been done with it. So what we will do is grab our adapter plate for your Ghost, while I hold up the camera, and just shove this thing on there as far as you guys can possibly make it. And that looks like as far as it's gonna go. Yep, there you go. What I would do is save these little twist ties, because you may want to do it, because I got a little trick for you guys, and how not to go through this big ass grommet that goes through this firewall on these trucks, because if you've done that, you know how big of a pain in the butt that is, and it's terrible. You will spend a good amount of your time trying to get just through that big grommet. I wish they kind of made it easy like Jeep, where it's just a plug, or and then you can zip tie it, and if you need to add more, cut the zip tie, you can slide it right through the firewall, zip tie it up to make it nice and closed. But it's a Chevy. It is what it is. But what I found what works pretty easy, you can run the wire through the around the fender, and then you can run it down and actually go through the floorboard. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what's really gonna make this nice and easy is you can actually unscrew this top part to the actual wire itself. So make sure you don't lose that, which makes running this cable a lot easier, because if you didn't, that would suck. It's gonna be hard to see, but right to the left, I'm putting an arrow. There is a little slot through the firewall where if you push it down, or you push the wires through, you can actually grab the wires, and they come out at the back side of the firewall, or the wheel well, so it'll be easier to grab. So now let me show you where to grab it. So actually, I don't even have to really reach up in there. Sometimes you have to push the wheel well inner liner out, but I push it enough where the wire is actually coming out. So what I do, you just pull this all the way through. Here is the firewall. Here is the plug that I'm talking about. And what I would honestly do, this, just by pulling up here, and I'm gonna pop that off, not a big deal. There you go. Oop. What I would actually do is actually remove and just push it right on through. And then you can grab zip ties, you can, run it up here and pull it. So once you get that kind of started, like so, what I would do is pull all your slack, and then you can kind of zip tie your cable inside. After you're done removing this, what I would do is remove this kick panel, which is not that hard to do. You just pull it. It's going to make life a lot easier. You're going to feel like you're going to break it, but you'll be all right. It's just these two tabs and whatnot. Now that you got your wire out and through, you can actually fold this up, and if you haven't removed this, I would actually grab on the back side like a big screwdriver or whatever, or you can just kind of pry it up around the side. And I just drilled a small little hole, and now we can actually run this wire underneath the carpet and up and around. Just fold this up, all the way down, whatever makes it easier. And then you can actually, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a pretty big little gap. Just pull it, and you can wrap it all the way around. All right, we don't need that wire. So the nice thing is, like I said, this came apart, so all you have to do is kind of twist this on. Nice and snug. Go back and reconnect it back in. And now for our other wire, we can just, or the new extension, just plug that back in. And voila. And you can tuck this wire around here. Like I said, you have all this extra length. This is why I kept those little twist ties. Like so. So now that's out of the way. Now you have this. Throw that there. That one actually just goes right there. So I routed that wrong. But anywho. And now we have the fancy one. Like I said, it's going to be up in here anyway. And I leave mine always plugged in. You can plug that, basically push that up in there. And now it's a little bit more sleek in there. It's not really hidden. Like I said, you can drill or cut out a little slot right here. I don't think I want to do that personally, but I definitely think that extension helps a lot, and it's not putting a lot of pressure, or you're not bending the actual cable up itself. So I think that is a lot easier. So now let's just, now we can reinstall the kick panel, which isn't really that hard. You're going to want to start with obviously the first one, and then when you put this on, or your weather strips is going to be all kind of messed up. You're going to want to more, roll it. This is kind of what we did at the inside the factory when we put them on. Just basically rolling it, flapping it, or you can go get like a trim tool and kind of just run it across and reseat that. So not a big deal. You got to just get these the push pins back in these little slots, and you'll be all right. Oop. So now, unfortunately, due to how these hoods are, and these are really made for like Jeeps and stuff, yeah, you'll get like a little gap, but it ain't gonna go anywhere. And then you just kind of screw this on. So I'm actually not liking how this is actually sitting after I really torqued it down. So, because this is supposed to be for their hood mount, I'm guessing this is probably gonna be more for like the Jeeps and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not liking this, so I'm gonna have to try to find the bracket that kind of fits up here. We'll just put it right next to there, so it's not gonna go too far. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I like where it's at. It's up front where you're gonna get a lot of good reception. So, yeah. But that is the Midland Ghost. I don't like where this is actually sitting after kind of staring at it for the last few minutes. But, I mean, install, super easy. And it is such a better antenna than that piece of junk that's laying down there. So that is the Ghost antenna. Like I said, I'm not really the biggest fan of the location, or not the location, just how it's mounted. It's not really flush. It's just popping up on a little bit of an angle. But that can be fixed. We'll just have to order up a new bracket, and I'll give you guys an update on that. But yeah, I know this is a kind of a video, and I understand that. Just trying to get back into things. Like I said, I've just been super busy with work and getting through things. But on that note, next weekend we are going back out. We're going to go to somewhere completely new, so stay tuned for that video. And yeah, so we're getting ready to go camping. It is starting to finally get nice out. I got boxes over here that's starting to get packed up for the trip, and we're finally going to go use the Ice Go. I just want to get a video out there because I actually miss editing and making videos, and just working on the putzing around the truck. Like I said, I've just been super busy. So do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.